I've got some bad news about my S25 Ultra, and it has to do with the screen having a problem. That problem is the oleophobic coating is starting to come off, and this is something I've never experienced before because I've always used a screen protector on my phone. And if you watch my videos the last couple of months, I've been going on and on and on about how amazing the screen is on the S25 Ultra, like how good the screen is and how I hardly have any scratches on here, whether that's minor or major, and it really doesn't have a whole lot of the little surface abrasions, which is fantastic. Well, one thing that I'm running into is it's like the coating is starting to come off the screen. Now, you might be wondering, okay, Adam, what is the oleophobic coating that's on your screen? Why don't you tell us a little bit more about that? So, here we go. The oleophobic screen coating is a special coating that the screen has on it that repels oils. And it makes it where you don't get a bunch of fingerprints and like the oily smudges and things like that on your screen. And it keeps them off of there. Phobic meaning like it's afraid of it, like it repels. And oleo, I guess, I don't know what the root is for that, but anyway, basically means oils, right? So it keeps the oils off of your screen, and it keeps them from accumulating, and it keeps them from getting like the residuey kind of weird looking stuff going on. And you can see in this video clip right here where I'm focusing on the screen. Now, of course, you can see like the light is being reflective from the light on my ceiling, which that's doing as it's intended to. The anti-reflective properties on the screen are actually fantastic. But it seems like I'm having an issue with this where this coating is coming off, and it's only going to get worse. It starts off with a couple little spots, and then usually it's high mileage or high usage spots, but it's usually not a problem within the first year of the phone. Usually the first year or two of the phone, you really don't have to worry about the oleophobic coating that much. If it's a bad, like a cheaply done, like not good coating, maybe 6 months. But there's been very few times in the history of me using phones where I've even noticed this coating coming off unless I had a phone for a couple of years, and that was back in the olden days. With the newer phones, admittedly, I always have a screen protector on my phone, but this is something that was happening last year with the S24 series phones as well. I had heard about this from some people last year, and they were reaching out to me saying, hey, my oleophobic coating is wearing off. It's wearing off. Like, this is not good. I'm like, well, I haven't experienced that because I have a screen protector on it. I put a screen protector on my S24 Ultra, and I rode that sucker for like the whole year. It lasted me a really long time. I got a good screen protector. So if you have a screen protector on your phone, you're not going to have to worry about this at all because, of course, it's going to be underneath that. It's going to be protected. However, a lot of people don't like to use screen protectors, and a lot of people don't like to use screen protectors with these phones for one reason in particular, and that's because of the anti-reflective properties that the screen has. So it's got an anti-reflective screen. That's great, but if you put a screen protector over that, then you have that non-anti-reflective screen protector that's going to reflect stuff anyway. So it's basically like you don't have an anti-reflective screen at all. Now, they do have anti-reflective screen protectors, anti-glare, and Samsung actually makes a good one, which is a film style one you can put on there. And that's probably the best route to go with this, but that doesn't fix the underlying issue that I have here with my phone. And I'll show you again here in the video clip. You can see it. It's pretty plain as day where you see these two areas off to the left and one starting to form off to the right. And it's kind of irks me. Like, this isn't something that should be happening. The phone is barely almost 3 months old. I've had mine since the 22nd of January. I haven't even had this phone 3 months yet. And I've been using it as my daily driver, carrying it around and using it. Granted, I use my phone more than most people, but this is unacceptable. Like, this isn't cool at all. And the only thing I can think of is maybe something got on there. It's possible for other stuff to help accelerate the process of taking that oleophobic coating off of there. I think sunscreen might be something that can do it. Other stuff that removes maybe stringent stuff. Maybe if you got something that's a caustic, maybe you got something like a fingernail polish remover or something. I don't know. I don't know what I could have gotten on there, but it's in two spots on the left, one spot on the right, and I just only anticipate that getting worse from here. So what's the solution? Like, is there a way that we can go back and make this right? Well, I don't think it falls underneath the warranty. Now, if you have insurance, maybe it might fall into insurance. I don't know if I could make a warranty claim on this, and I can't make a warranty claim anyway because this is still the phone that Samsung gave me as a review unit, right? Like I fully intended, well, I bought my own. Like I have my own S25 Ultra right here. Like this is the one I bought with my own money for when they inevitably ask for this one back at some point. But since I didn't buy it, I can't use the return process to even test that. So I can't tell you if the return process will work. The insurance will probably work, but that's just a guess. And here's what I'm doing. I went on Amazon, and of course you can re-add an oleophobic coating onto your phone. So I went and I ordered a kit, and it's like $10. So I'll make a video about this after it shows up. Mine will be here in a couple of days. They had a couple different ones, but the one I got had some good reviews, I think, anyway. So I got it'll be here in a couple of days. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on and see if it actually helps. And then I'll go from there. So it's one of those things where it's frustrating, it's annoying. Like, it's not the end of the world. I mean, I could just put a screen protector over it, whatever. That's one thing. But I don't want to put a screen protector on it because I've been enjoying using it without it. And two, yes, you have that plastic anti-reflective screen protector you can get from Samsung, and it's okay. But I prefer glass if I'm going to put one on there. So it's like, there's not a whole lot of good options if you don't want to use a screen protector. I'm hoping that just this like $10 little kit that I ordered is something that will allow me to kind of reverse this and fix the problem. And if it does, then that's great. No harm, no foul. But it's kind of annoying, right? This is a $1,300 phone. I shouldn't be having these problems. Like, this should not be an issue. And it shouldn't have been an issue last year either. And I kind of think that the reason we're experiencing this is because of the way they made the screen to where Samsung has this special anti-reflective properties built into the screen. I think maybe that might be it might be interacting with it somehow. Maybe it's impacting the oleophobic coating that's on the screen, and that's what's causing it to break down faster. I don't know. It's just a thought that I had while I was making the video. But yeah, I wanted to share this with you guys and gals so that way if you run into this problem, you'll know what it is. Hopefully we can find a way to address it. And two, like I said, I ordered this kit. I'm going to try and restore the oleophobic coating on the screen myself. If it works, great. And I don't have a whole lot of heartburn about having to grab a little $10 thing and put it on my screen, like kind of dab it on there or whatever. And we'll see if that fixes it. But at the end of the day, this shouldn't be happening. I could see maybe if it was at 6 months, maybe if it was at a year, but 2.5 months into the life of the phone, the oleophobic coating should not be coming off on the screen, and that's just no bueno. Like, it's really not making me very happy. And it's kind of frustrating, too, because Samsung's kind of embattled right now with a few other things. I just made a video yesterday talking about the update. A lot of folks who don't have an S25 are waiting for Android 15. Granted, I was able to get it on my Z Fold 6. A lot of people were able to get it on their Z Flip 6 or S24 series phones. And it was open for a couple of days. And then Samsung stopped that because apparently there's a critical bug in the update that's making it where people are having trouble, like, unlocking their phone with biometrics, I think. I think it's limited biometrics. I think as long as you still know PIN or password, whatever, you can get in. But yeah, that's happening, and it's not really happening on a large basis. There's so many people that are getting this update, like millions of people, and I've had so many people in the comments who are like, man, I love this. One UI 7 is amazing. One UI 7 is great. It's like I have a whole new phone again. And I've only had 1 or 2 people that said they have any sort of issue, but they're like, yeah, I just used my password. I was able to log in anyway, and it only happened one time. So I think it's kind of a remote thing, but Samsung still feels like they need to fix it. So I'm hoping they get this tweaked in the next couple of days, get everything repackaged, get the update rolling out again, because One UI 7 really is super nice. One UI 7 super nice. I love it on my S25 series phones. I really enjoyed it the last couple of days. I've messed with it on my Z Fold 6. It makes it feel snappy. It makes it feel zippier. It makes it feel sharp and like a new phone again. And that's just not something you usually get to experience a year or two after a phone comes out. So I want everybody to get it. Like One UI 7, hopefully it rolls out to everybody in the very, very near future. But yeah, this is just kind of another thing. And it's like another thing after another thing. So hopefully Samsung recovers from this. I know there's a lot of people. I had the dumbest conspiracy theories ever. So here's one. And I put out a tweet about this yesterday. I have people who are convinced that Samsung purposely put a bug in the One UI 7 update to make it have problems so that would in turn send people to go buy an S25. Yes. So first people were saying that the One UI 7 delay was so it would increase S25 sales, and then now I have people saying, "Oh, that Samsung intentionally put a bug in there to cause this issue so that it would in turn send people to get more S25s." I'm like, the stuff you guys come up with, so the mental gymnastics, this stuff is mind-boggling to me. Don't be one of those people. But anyway, hopefully it'll be back soon. But yeah, the whole thing with me with this phone now, this is a very frustrating thing. And like I showed you on the video there, it's a pretty decent spot size right there, smack in the middle of my phone next to my clock. So I will report back with my findings, and then we'll go from there. But if you're having that issue too, of course, please sound off in the comments. I'd like to see how widespread this is. Maybe I just got something on my screen and I screwed it up. I don't know. I mean, you can mess up oleophobic coatings, but this is the earliest I've ever seen one come off, like ever. So that's all I got. If you have any questions, comments, gripes, concerns, complaints, all that stuff, please go to the comment section. I'll do my best to get back with you. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.